I just realized a white shirt and a white background probably isn't a good idea. Hello everyone, my name is Shweihninzy, and as you can see, I have really bad acne, and in today's video, I'm going to be answering your questions. I'm guilty, and I have one of these huge Starbucks cups. Sorry, not sorry. While I'm getting ready, I'm not going to really do like a particular look, but I do have some new palettes that I got recently. Treat yourself! I have the new Sultry palette from Anastasia, and I have the Friendcation palette from Desi and Katie, Dose of Colors. Low-key excited about both of those things. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram stories, and I asked you guys on the community tab for YouTube. So if you guys are subscribed to me, usually I can make like little posts and you guys can see, you know, me asking you guys questions or pictures that I post. It's kind of like a Twitter for YouTube, and you guys said you really liked that instead of me getting Twitter, so I've really been enjoying uploading on the community tab on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe! Like I said, there's no particular thing I'm going to be doing. I might mention what I'm using if it's new or whatever, but I'm just literally going to be playing around with my makeup and just getting ready and answering your questions. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I always do that before I do my foundation routine, but it got so repetitive that I just left it out. My eyelids are insanely oily, so I always do this before I do any of my makeup. I just got the Urban Decay primer potion, and there are spurts where this works really well and then it doesn't. I've noticed that this helped a lot during the summer when I was really sweaty, but I don't know. I haven't really found any eyeshadow primers that really help. It just really depends on my skin and just how oily I am. So there's that. So I've got all the questions here that you guys asked me on my Instagram stories. I was going through and looking at some of them beforehand just so I could kind of gather my thoughts a little bit. You guys asked some, you know, really interesting questions, and there are a couple questions I'm not going to answer, especially some skincare ones, because I will do a skincare video. I don't want to recommend any products to you guys yet because I'm still trying a lot of new stuff, and I just don't feel like I'm at a good place to recommend anything, but I might, you know, recommend some things here and there, pardon me. I'm gonna use also the foundation that I did in my retest video because this does not break me out, and my skin really needs a rest. Yesterday I went all day without wearing makeup, and some of you guys are like, well, stop wearing makeup, that'll help your acne. The thing is, I normally go at least 2 to 4 days in a row without wearing makeup at all, but if I don't try new foundations for you guys, I wouldn't have any content. So it's kind of a hard, you know, situation to be in. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, but this foundation does not break me out, and there are ingredients in here that don't bother my skin and aren't acne provoking at all, which is really interesting. So if you have problems with sensitivity, I definitely would recommend this foundation. I'm going to be mixing all three of these colors together. I have 805, 810, and 832. I probably need to get 820. I had 820 at one point, but I just like mixing all these colors together. Just put it on here. So let's go ahead and read some of your questions. Okay, so a couple people are like, skin update, what skin products do you recommend for acne prone oily skin? It's pretty much, you know, the common stuff like oil free, but sunscreen is a really big one. I know it's good to have sunscreen in your makeup, but sunscreen is a huge acne causing ingredient, especially titanium dioxide. Some people are okay with it, but I am not. And I found that through trial and error. So the CoverGirl one uses an ingredient called, oh, you have to lift the thing. It's like Accutane or something like that. It's something I've never heard of before, but I've used that foundation for years and it's never, you know, caused me any issues, and it has sunscreen in it. So you know, I know I'm getting some protection from the sun. And then one of my friends that I know I need to, she's like, I miss you, girl. From a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your confidence level going out without makeup? And this is definitely an interesting question because I definitely do not feel comfortable going out in public without makeup at all. But the thing is, if I'm going out to like run to the grocery or like run errands or something and I don't know anybody, I'm perfectly fine going out without makeup because I know I'm not going to be interacting with anyone that I know on a personal level. And people can judge me, whatever, that's fine. They don't know that, you know, I've been suffering with this for years and, you know, they can have their own opinion or whatever. But if I'm going somewhere that I know I'll be interacting with people that I know on a personal level, then I really don't want to go out in public without makeup on. Like when I'm going out with my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm so sorry I look this way and my skin is all gross and stuff, and he's like, why? It's fine. I'm like, but I just want to look my best, you know, for other people. It's something that I struggle with, but I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't personally like going out, but if I have to, I will, you know, knowing that I won't run into anybody. Anyway, long answer to a short question, but that's kind of how I feel about that. What's your favorite drugstore mascara? I really like the Maybelline mascaras. This was an old favorite, the Colossal Volume Express. I really like that one. I'll go through spurts of different mascaras, but it really depends on what kind of eyelashes you have. I use waterproof mascaras because my eyelashes stick straight down and they're straight. So I need waterproof to help hold up the curl. And I wear false eyelashes anyway, so it doesn't really matter what mascara I use as long as it holds the curl and it doesn't smudge, because I'll wear it on my lower lash line. So that's that. Ooh, is that blue-eyed boy your boyfriend or just your best friend? Well, truth be told, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been posting about him a lot. He was in my video where boyfriend, boy space friend, does my makeup. And at that time, he and I were just friends, but right now, I'm happy to say we are together. He is seriously my best friend, so yes, he is my best friend, and he's my boyfriend. He is seriously amazing. I don't know what I would do without him. And maybe later down the road, we'd film like the boyfriend tag or something, but I'm in no rush. You know, gotta keep some things private. So if you guys want to see more of him and all the gushiness between the two of us, follow me on Instagram at Shweihninzy. I'm gonna try this concealer again. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. This was a while ago that I tried it. I'll put it on my finger. It's kind of pale, so we'll see. That highlighted really well. I'm just gonna add a little bit kind of here. Hopefully it doesn't break me out. Zits in the middle right here are the absolute worst, and on your chin. Like any zits right in the smack middle of your face are the worst. I'm thankful. I mean, I'm not happy that I have acne, but I'm thankful it's like on the side where not a lot of people can see. So like I'd have to be facing sideways to see my acne. So I'm thankful about that. Go ahead and go in with my powders. So I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me in Fair Light. Don't want any creases. I'm going to set my T-zone with the Laura Mercier powder. I'm just honestly trying to use this up because I want to try a powder that doesn't have talc in it. And I don't want to waste this powder since it's kind of expensive. And then for the rest of my face, the CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder. Ta-da! Face done. So I think I'm going to use the Sultry palette. Oh, I also got, which if you guys want me to do a video on, I think I'm going to, is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. This is beautiful. I messed around with it on my own time. It's so pretty, and this is only $18. Yes. So that's super pretty, but I kind of want to delve into these other palettes. I didn't realize that the glitter on here is like actually texture. I thought it was gonna be like a smooth glitter, but it does, I mean, kind of come off on your fingers a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it's not like a smooth, it's definitely bumpy. So here's the Sultry palette. Everyone and their mother has been using this, and I was like, what's the hype about? And oh, I understand what the hype is about now, because in person it is absolutely gorgeous. I keep forgetting about the questions. So someone said, I want to use foundation on my acne too, but I'm scared that it'll make it worse. Aren't you afraid? And I kind of touched on this a little bit. You have to know the ingredients in these makeups. I actually look on EWG, which is the Environmental Working Group website, and they have a makeup section. And I think there's another website that you guys had mentioned to me before. I cannot remember it off the top of my head, but you can Google and search what kind of ingredients are in certain products and see if it'll like break you out or not. And it's kind of just trial and error, which is what I've done for years, just kind of figuring out what was in different stuff and what didn't break me out, and I just paid attention. So that's my advice about that. Will you start posting squishy videos again? Pardon the furnace just turned on. I'm in my basement and I'm with like the sun pump and the furnace and all that stuff, so I'll try and talk a little bit louder. But if you guys don't know, I actually started out in YouTube doing makeup, and then I switched over to squishies. If you guys don't know what those are, I'm sure you do. Graveyard Girl talks about squishies sometimes, but I did squishies for a bit, and then that channel kind of died. I lost interest in it, and now I'm doing makeup again, which I've always had a passion for, so I'm so happy that this channel is doing well, and you guys are amazing, so thank you so much. But I'm not going to be posting any more squishy videos. I'm sorry. How did you become a Christian? So how I became a Christian is actually a really long story, but long story short, I was actually born into a Christian home, so I grew up, you know, being around, you know, Christian principles and things like that. And both of my parents are really strong believers, but I wanted my faith to be my own, and I struggled a lot with that. There were parts of my life where I didn't believe, and I went through some really traumatic incidents in my life, and my relationship with God has just strengthened since those moments, and I've realized that God was with me through every single moment. Traumatizing, scary, any of those moments, he was there with me and didn't allow anything worse to happen. God allows these things to happen for a reason, I think for growth for us, but also for us to realize that, you know, he's always there and he's going to back us up and help us. And if you guys want me to make a video about like my testimony, I'd be more than happy to do that. And I've always wanted to kind of put that out there and share with you guys my faith and stuff, because God is so good, and I'm not just saying that, but yeah, my faith is something that I'm still working on and kind of struggling with, because I struggle with depression on the daily, and yeah, so there's the answer to that question. Favorite song, artist, or album at the moment? Oh my gosh, if you guys don't know, okay, there's several. Okay, let's jump into the eyeshadow. Sorry, I'm getting so chatty. Okay, so it comes with a double-ended brush here, but this color Birch is like speaking to me, so I'm gonna put that on in my transition. My favorite, I have three. When Sweetener came out by Ariana Grande, I was literally obsessed. She is so talented, and that color is so pretty. She is so talented, and I absolutely loved that album. Still absolutely love that album. Music is a huge part of my life. And then I think Lauren Daigle's album, Look Up Child, came out, and she was actually on the Ellen show recently. I didn't know that she actually was on American Idol at one point. I don't think she made it to like the Hollywood round or whatever, but she was on there recently. Saw her in concert. If you guys follow me on Instagram, she is so talented as well, and just her music really speaks to me, like really speaks to my heart, and just a lot of the things she talks about there, you know, I've struggled with, and so many people have. And then For King and Country came out with their album Burn the Ships. I'm seeing them in concert, and I'm so excited about that. So that album is awesome. So I really like those two albums. I listened to Lauren Daigle and For King and Country and Sweetener. Like, those are literally the three albums that I've been listening to like crazy. Putting this underneath here. I need to find a new place to film, because literally my house makes so much noise. Like the sun pump, it's been raining a lot, so the sun pump has been going off like crazy. How old are you and when is your birthday? So, as some of you probably cannot believe, because I look like I'm 12 years old, I am 26 years old, and I will be turning 27 the day after Christmas. So my birthday is coming up here soon. I can't believe I'm practically 30. It's crazy. When did you start getting acne? I addressed this in my acne video. I'll put a link to that. I keep saying I'll put links. I'm sorry, I'm a fail at that. But I started getting acne when I was maybe, I don't know, in my 20s? Probably like 19, 20. So my first year of college is when I started getting acne. Any advice on boys in high school? Honestly, all I can say is be yourself, and I actually get along better with guys than I do girls. I feel like girls are really catty and just fake and no, not good. And guys, just, I can be myself around them because, I don't know, I'm kind of a tomboy, so I don't know, just be yourself, and guys really like it when you are yourself. I'm so goofy and wild and crazy. I can be shy, but like, I just try to be myself and have fun, and a lot of people appreciate that. Do you wear makeup on the daily? No, I do not. I mean, if like push comes to shove and I have to, I will, but I try and go several days in a row without wearing makeup. This pink, some people are like, what is up with this pink? But I don't know, I'm kind of digging it, but I don't know if it would look good. So I'm gonna use Dystopia, or Dystopian. What would you say to someone to help their confidence with acne? And I know there's some other questions about that. And how do you respond to people who comment on your skin? And I know there was another one saying, like, how do you address people that leave nasty comments on YouTube about your skin and tell you what to do and stuff like that. So honestly, I hate my skin. I hate it so much, and I've really struggled with having acne at such an old age. Like, I'm 26 and I should not be dealing with acne anymore, and it has been a journey. I'm gonna put this, oh, this is gonna be really, really dark. Okay, oh, that is pigmented. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just kind of brushing off the excess here. But I really, I'm not even joking, I would just cry, and I still do. I still cry about having acne. I still scream and yell and say, why in the world do I have this skin? What is going on? Why in the world am I the one that is so sensitive to everything? Like, it's an extremely frustrating thing for me. And I decided to start making YouTube videos to help others, to see if stuff can cover their acne, because like I've seen a lot of your comments, so many people on YouTube have insanely flawless skin, and like, I wish I had that skin, but it's not gonna help me decide what makeup can help. And I looked up to Taylor, I think that's right, the Taylor. I looked up to her because she had really bad acne, and then she went on Accutane, and now her skin is completely different. I'm so happy that her skin is a lot better, but her skin's a lot different, and I can't really relate to it anymore, so that's a little bit frustrating for me, but I still watch her videos because I love her opinion about stuff. I think I'm going to go in with the color, maybe Rose Quartz and Pearl. I cannot speak today, my goodness. Go on with my finger. Oh, that is so pretty. So I have really struggled, and my last video I kind of alluded by accident, and then I was like, well, I already said it. I'm going with Pearl now, in the inner corner here. Maybe just, I don't know, just kind of dab it. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I kind of alluded to, I literally don't leave my house because of my skin. I'm not gonna lie when I say that, but I on days where I'm giving my skin a rest, if I don't have to go outside, I don't go outside. And there's periods of time, actually on the daily, I literally stay in bed till like 2 or 3, and I have no motivation to get myself up at all because I'm just so down. And I've struggled with anxiety, like really, really bad anxiety and depression for a really long time. And since about 2016, it got really bad. I was actually diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and an anxiety disorder, and I've tried going on medication for it, but I ended up having a horrible reaction to the medication, and which is another thing about Accutane. I do not deal well with medications at all. I actually was on a hormone for my acne, and it actually made my acne 10 times worse. And so people, you know, ask me, why don't you go on birth control? Why don't you try Accutane? I actually end up having worse reactions to those things. So that's why I haven't treated my acne with oral medication, because I end up being sick and my acne getting 10 times worse. So I don't want to deal with that, and I'm starting to learn what to do for my skin. I'm still on that journey, but that's the answer to that question. I struggle with my acne a lot, and I absolutely hate having it, and there's so many times where I honestly wish I had clear skin, and I'm thankful because if I didn't have this acne, if I didn't have this issue, I wouldn't be on YouTube making videos, and I wouldn't be out there helping you guys, and you guys are so supportive and helpful and encouraging me with my skin. Like, it makes me feel amazing, and I completely ignore a lot of the mean comments, and there's really rarely any mean comments. They're all so positive, so you guys help me just as much as you say I help you, so I really, really appreciate it. Any advice for waiting for a godly man? Girl, I've been through it with jerks. I feel like I'm losing hope. Oh my gosh. It took me a long time to get to that point, actually. So long story short, I actually used to be engaged and that ended, and I ended up kind of going crazy online dating, using Bumble, using Tinder, all that stuff, and I got my heart broken, and I was used in multiple ways, and that was not good. I ended up being too vulnerable, and I realized, you know, a lot of these guys don't have the same moral values that I do, and they're all really nice. Some of them were crazy, but I just realized, you know what, I'm just gonna stop trying. I was so focused on finding someone to complete me when I really needed to just complete myself and being okay with who I was. And then once I started to just being friends with people and focusing on that is when, you know, another guy came into my life. My boo thing has been there for me through actually all of the online dating and stuff. He was my best friend, and I would talk to him about all that kind of stuff, and he just was patient and stuck it out, and now he's my boyfriend, so kind of all worked out. But just, I think my advice would be just stop looking and just let it happen, and that's usually when it happens, you know, so there's my advice for that. And continue to pray about it too. I don't think I'm ever gonna get my makeup done. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyeliner and stuff off camera. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows and my eyeliner and my mascara off of camera, but I'm going to do my bronzer, and I'm gonna answer some more questions. So what's the worst thing with having an online audience with YouTube and Instagram? I think the first thing that popped into my head was pleasing everyone. It's gonna be really hard to please such a wide range of people that all have interests, and no matter what, you're always gonna piss somebody off, and you have to be okay with that. With content, there are times where I get really discouraged because I'll try really hard and I won't get the engagement like I wanted, but I've come to, and it's taken me a long time, trust me, to be okay with that. I'm gonna go in with the Sigma blush palette. This is awesome. They did send this to me, but I've really genuinely been enjoying that. These blushes are so pigmented, not even funny. I'm gonna go in, I'm going with like, I don't know, they're so pigmented. Like, bam! Not a question, but you're gorgeous and look low-key like Miranda Cosgrove. I've gotten that comment a lot. Do I look like Miranda Cosgrove? Let's see, have you tried the Bareminerals matte foundation? Bareminerals has a high amount of titanium dioxide in it, so I will not be trying Bareminerals at all. So what's your activity, profession? I actually am in video production, so I went to school for fine arts, focus on media and news, and I ended up doing video production and social media for a while, and I was going to be an anchor for the news, but I just found that it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. My professor really wanted me to go like out to like a random local station to kind of get my start up. But here where I live now, it's really hard to do that, so I'd have to move, and I wanted to move but I didn't, so I just was kind of stuck in an awkward place, and now I'm doing YouTube actually as my full-time job at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it, so that's what I'm doing right now. Can you say something in Burmese? Hello from a fellow Burmese, love you. Hello, Mingla ba Jaman Nime Shweihninzy ba. Negamula. My Burmese is really bad, so yeah. If you guys don't know, I am half Alsatian and half Burmese. My mom is, I guess, German, you could say, but her family is from the Alsace region. So I still have family in Germany. I'm first generation American on my dad's side. I'm fourth generation American on my mom's side. That's what I meant to say. So my dad is from Burma, and then my mom's family is from Germany. So my dad didn't really teach me any Burmese. I don't know much at all. My dad won't teach me. My pupua won't teach me. All I know is how to say like, "Iparai go out." I don't know if that's what pupua told me. But anyway, so yeah, my name is Burmese, so Shweihninzy. Shwei means gold and Ninzy means rose, so that's where the title of my channel came from. I went ahead and put my eyelashes on because my SD card ran out of battery, or ran out of memory, so I put my lashes on, and I'm going to set my face with some setting spray. This is the Slay All Day by Jar Cosmetics in Watermelon, and this stuff smells amazing. Can never have too much setting spray. So while that's setting for a moment, I'll answer some more questions and then I'll put on some highlighter. What primer do you recommend for acne prone skin? I normally don't use primer at all. I really don't find it making a difference. I haven't found an amazing one yet, so there's that. I'm going to put Ofra's highlighter on with Nikki Tutorials in Glazed Donut. This is amazing. And that's like me like I'm going like that, and that's it. Like, this is the most pigmented, like, oh, I know highlighter emphasizes bumps, but I like me a little highlighter. You're so beautiful and I love your videos. Thank you. Okay, some more boyfriend things. Yes, the guy who helped me is my boyfriend now, but at the time he was just my best friend. What do you like to do in your free time? What are your passions outside of beauty? I really, because of like a lot of the anxiety and depression that I'm dealing with, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I have no other passions at all. I've lost a lot of my interests, and if you guys have ever suffered from anxiety and depression, you know that literally nothing motivates you to get out of bed, and nothing motivates you, period. And making videos and editing and stuff is a huge passion of mine, but I really enjoy hanging out with people, and I love animals, and I don't know, I just going on adventures, trying to find new places in my city, that's kind of my hobby. I love photography as well, so I don't know, I need more hobbies. Kind of, not gonna lie, low-key really like the liquid lipsticks from Il Maquillage. I think this is the light one, or is this the, yeah, I really like the color in Matte Royal. It's like that nude color. I really like that, so I'm gonna put this on. I really like this color, not gonna lie. My question would be, how do you deal with people continuously giving you unsolicited advice on your life? How do you deal with it? I love the content you put out, amazing effort you put into the videos aside from having a job as well. Thank you so much. So actually when I did start my YouTube channel, I was working like like a real in-person job at the same time, and that has come to an end now, and I'm doing YouTube full-time, and I think I kind of want this to be my job, so I'm really thankful for all your support and everything. I really appreciate that. I love you guys so much. And it was annoying having people give me advice all the time, but I ignore it now because they don't know what I'm doing for my skin, and part of me is like, well, just tell them that you're, you know, doing all this and this and this, and it's like, I do wash my face, I go to the dermatologist, I'm trying every type of treatment possible, but they don't know that, and I don't need to explain that. I know that I'm doing that, so that's how I deal with that. And what are my thoughts on Accutane? I kind of addressed that a little bit, but again, I feel like I'm just gonna have a horrible reaction to it. And I know it worked for some people. There was one guy, I'll put his picture, he was on Accutane for 2 years and then it came back. Like, that wreaks havoc on your body. It kills your immune system, and I already have a really bad immune system anyway, and I just don't want to destroy my body more. I have so many food allergies. There's way more than I've listed before, but like, I literally am almost vegan at this point, and I'm only doing it for health reasons. I miss food and I love food so much, so it's just really difficult when I feel like I can't eat a lot of things and I can't enjoy stuff, because like, food was a huge passion of mine as well. It's just kind of, I don't know. Honestly, like, if I'm in a really bad mood and I film and then, you know, I'm done, I'm usually feeling pretty good afterwards. So I really appreciate that you guys watch my videos and just give me the support and everything. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys liked this look here. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions or anything, or foundations you guys want me to try, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shweihninzy. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day. If I could give you a hug, I would. So here's a hug. Thank you guys for having a little heart-to-heart with me. Bye.